This is Sir William L.
Caviar for breakfast, champagne, y'all for breakfast, champagne, y'all for breakfast, champagne, y'all for breakfast, champagne, y'all for breakfast, champagne, bubble.
This is Sartorial K.
You are tuned into
Caviar Conversations.
Caviar for breakfast, champagne, y'all for breakfast, champagne, y'all for breakfast, champagne, y'all for breakfast, champagne, y'all for breakfast, champagne, bubble bath.
Ben. How you been this week?
I've been well, man. I can't even complain, man. I'm hyped for this broadcast. I'm hyped for the things that we're gonna do. Next week, definitely hyped for next week.
I can't wait for next week.
I can't wait for next week.
Man.
And I'm just glad to be here and having this time. And I'm glad for the viewers as well. So yeah, let's go, brother.
Yo, man, what a week, right?
What a week.
This week, it was a major football week, right?
Major football week.
And once again, the GOAT,
Tom Brady,
does it again. What's your take on it?
I mean, they got him out of Patriot zone.
Mm-hmm.
Out of New England.
Mm-hmm.
He goes to warmer weather.
Mm-hmm.
Tampa Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Team, but takes Gronk with him.
Brings AB over.
Hold on, not even that. Gronk comes out of retirement.
Yes.
And he says, "Yo, we gonna make Belichick look like crazy. We gonna make him look bad."
Let me ask you a question. How you think Belichick feels right now?
I feel like a nut.
I feel like a nut. Got to.
A nut in cold weather, literally.
Man, let me tell you. My take on it is, it's kind of like you made Tom Brady, well, make another one.
Ooh.
But it ain't no other Tom Brady's, baby.
That's a whole line. That's a whole line.
Shout out to Hov for that line.
Yeah.
Goes over to Tampa Bay, brings his man Gronk with him, out of retirement.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Gronk peeped what was going on.
Yeah.
Then he said, you know what? Let me call up AB, because I like how me and AB was vibing in Patriots and over there in New England, even though
before
it was only one game.
Before the hot mess.
Yeah. It got crazy.
It got crazy over there. Yeah.
He said, let me bring AB over. Now AB's a whole, he looked like the AB from the Steelers. Man, look.
Let me tell you, it shows on so many levels that if you're a winner, you're a winner.
Regardless where you at.
And and again, we come from Philadelphia zone, Philadelphia Eagles. I love my team, from the days of Cunningham to McNabb, and I ain't even gonna forget about what's my man? Pete.
Oh, you took it back that far?
I took it back to Pete.
Damn.
I'm not gonna forget about none of them. Definitely, people that have stepped up in clutch moments. I'm not forgetting about my Philadelphia Eagles, but Tom Brady consistently shows that if you're a winner, you're a winner, and you don't have to start off being a winner.
It's about how you finish.
It's about how you finish, and the fact he goes to a completely different team,
completely different coaching style,
different weather, everything. If anything, I feel like that weather helps him out better.
Me too.
There was moments in the season where people were like, oh, he sucks. I remember they had that bad game this season where they lost by a large margin.
Right.
People was counting them out. But in that championship game, man, it just was like, yo, who's gonna go? Him or Aaron Rodgers? Aaron Rodgers ain't pull it out. Boom. They already putting in, replacements for him. They already taking replacements for Rodgers right now because they think he old. And that's part of the reason why they was messing with him up in New England, messing with Brady because of the age.
Yeah.
He'll do the same thing. So I can't wait to see what happens between him and Patrick Mahomes.
The young fella is a problem. The young fella is a problem.
He's a problem. He did get knocked crazy last week.
Well, did he get hit or did he fall on his head?
He fell on his head. My man hit him had him in the chokehold a little bit too. The hit was a little hard for him, but when he got up, he was wobbly.
Yeah.
He was looking a little shaky. And if they take you off the field and they say you out the game because they got to assess if it's a concussion, it's serious.
Yeah, he definitely was wild. He definitely had them baby giraffe legs going on.
It was shaky.
He was wobbling.
So we gonna see.
Yeah.
If it's the young against the old.
I like that. I like that.
You know, the wisdom against, you know,
the youth.
The youth. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're gonna see if it's what it's about.
That's gonna be a good one. And
it's gonna be a great Super Bowl. Yeah.
I know that when I'm gonna go for Brady. I'm gonna go for the vet.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go with
go
with Brady because when it's fourth quarter and it's on the line, Brady know how to throw that ball, brother. Like, man, he do it, and he do it like. You remember? He's used to hoisting that trophy. That's what his arms know. His arms are used to hoisting the trophy amongst his head. Yes, he's used to that in MVP. Or used to that, you know, that you remember when they used to give out free cars? You remember they used to give out
I remember that.
In GMCs. I don't know if they do that no more, but he's used to that. You know, that's what he's used to. Patrick is new to this game, and Patrick got so much time to be a GOAT. It's fine. You know, young.
Yeah, he got plenty of years left.
So I just say, like, you know, let Brady have his fun. You know, I'm not saying, you know, toss the game, but let's make it worth our while. And I know them bets are gonna be crazy out there. Crazy.
As they should be. And I know they're gonna be drinking after that Super Bowl. So let me ask you, what are you drinking on tonight, my brother?
Oh, well, last week I had Silk and Spice.
Okay.
This week I got something from the Argentina region. It's called Rua 22. It's a Malbec.
Okay.
I like my reds. And I like my reds 13 and a half and over. if it says 12 and a half or 13, I don't want it.
We ain't touching it.
Red's supposed to sit and age, and you know, this what I'm banging with. So I'm banging with the Malbec today, and I'm about to tip this right now. Just know, go right to the glass.
I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, just take a little sip of it. But yeah, what you got?
So, you know. Apparently, the champagne section and the rosé sections are a little bare these few days.
Yes, sir.
And you know, they still recovering from New Year's. So I asked one of the patrons there, well, what do you suggest, sir? So he says, I like the Chateau St. John from California. It's a Brut Rosé, and we all know William L. loves a rosé.
He loves a rosé.
Y'all know that.
Hold on. That's going to be on one of the Caviar and Cream shirts. We're going to put that on the back. That William L. loves a rosé.
This fine. Now, this is what I tell him. You hear me? I say Caviar and Cream, champagne in between, baby.
It's champagne in between.
Come on now. And I'm going to tip my glass to that right there.
Yes. I know we you know what? And I feel really bad that we shouting out Tom Brady, we shouting out AB, we shouting out Gronk, we shouting out Patrick Mahomes. We not even shouting out the people that have liked and subscribed to our page.
Well, let's shout them out then.
Let's shout them out. My man, aka C Black. His name's C Black. Carlton _Banks 18. I know this fella. I'm gonna be honest. He's one of the freshest dudes when I was in college.
What's up, C Black?
Yeah, shout him out, C Black.
Sir.
And he had the baseball pit jackets before anybody was on them. The Mitchell Ness even had these joints. These were like the wool joints, New York Yankees on it. He was wearing it. People was looking at him like he was a weirdo. And he's the only person, again, that made me feel at home, because when I was looking like a weirdo wearing other stuff, he was like, nah, I feel you. I see where you at. I see
Shout out to C Black for recognizing.
Shout out to C Black, man. He always is ahead of the game. Sneaker game is on 10. Denim game, hats. He does his thing. I also want to shout out, man, of course, I'm going to give a shout out to my sister because she's just going, follow the movement.
Come on now, sis.
Yeah.
Come on now.
April Peters online. She gave a shout out to us. She wrote us something in the comments. My man Carl Edwards, he was a G back in college as well, always on his thing. He's from Uptown as well. So it's a lot of Uptown love. My man Bill Maddock. It's so many people that have given us love just in the first week. I appreciate it so much. What about you, Will?
Now, I just want to shout out all those people that have been, locked in with us from the first episode. Numbers was up.
Yes,
it was up, and it was.
We try to do it from the ground. I want everything to be so organic and authentic. I don't want no fake numbers. I don't want any, fake likes or anything like that.
You ain't buying nothing.
Yeah, if you bang with us and you watching, you like the material, you like the conversation, or if you don't like the conversation, hit us up and get into the conversation. That's what we want. We want to have conversations with not just me and Will. We want to have conversations with everyone else in the community, whether it be Philadelphia, whether it be Newark, New Jersey, the North region, New York, wherever you coming from. If you got something to say, you want to talk, and you want to have some fun, you want to enjoy some wine, you don't necessarily have to have caviar, but if you do, bring it.
Please do.
We want to have fun. That's what we're about. We're going through a lot of tough times in the year of 2020. 2021 is about to be a different year.
You know what? That's a caviar moment right there, and I'm gonna tip my glass to that, sir.
Tip it, yes.
I'm gonna tip my glass to that, sir.
There you go.
Sir.
There you go. What you rocking on the caviar end this week?
On the caviar end, my brother, I was so inspired by you last week that I had to hit the Romana off. Right there, I got the black, the lumpfish. The lumpfish. There you go. Yeah, yes, sir.
So I really want to stress this to viewers because they're really going to think, oh, you guys called each other and said, you buy this, you go buy that. No, I'm going to really stress to you in all honesty that we did not. Because I went and bought the caviar roost.
Oh, you see how that works? You see how that, and this was not planned. This
just like the frames, just like the glasses weren't planned last week. This was not planned as well, and I really mean this wholeheartedly. This is not planned. I went purchased the caviar roost. I went to Whole Foods. This was about a $12 buy. And I got a salmon roe. I can't wait to try this. It's chilled. It's cold right now. I got the crackers right here. This is going to be like a crazy, crazy buy. But I was not led to buy this. This was clearly because I saw he had the caviar roost last week and said, yo, this was a good brand. I had never tried it. Now we're trying this. And I encourage you guys to go to your nearest store that carries any type of caviar. Ask the person in the aisle which one is good. If you don't, of course, you can always email us and we will send you to a good one. This is it.
We're going to steer you in the right location if you don't know which way to go.
Yes, there you go. I'm excited. But, man, outside of the football game, outside of the Super Bowl coming, well, not this week, next week.
Next week.
We got The Weeknd is doing halftime.
Yeah.
What you think about The Weeknd?
So look, I just recently got into The Weeknd. Now people been telling me about The Weeknd for a minute. So I'm kind of like, all right, check some of the music out. I'm like, yo, he's not bad. Like I kind of like him, but I never could really really get into it. And then I heard a song by The Weeknd, and I have to pull it up because the song blew me away. I was like, damn, this is a really good song by The Weeknd. It's called Save Your Tears. Man. Save Your
Tears.
I like the whole sonic vibe of the song. I like the energy of the song. I like how he sounds. I like what he's saying on the song. I like how it makes me feel when I hear the song. So shout out to The Weeknd. I'm kind of excited.
Get the jig on though.
Yeah, come on, Weeknd.
No,
I even like that his name is The Weeknd. Shit, makes me feel better listening to him already. Come on, Weeknd.
No, yo, I mean, I was on him from the beginning. Not saying I liked him in the beginning, but I knew that, like, I guess he's from Canada. He's from Canada, correct?
Yeah.
So, you know, when Drake was coming out and showing all these different artists like Party Next Door and Weeknd, you know, different people, he was kind of bringing them along for the ride. I was like, okay. But I felt like he had all this, like, suicidal music. Like, a lot of his music is like your last moment type music.
Like depressing type of music?
Depression. And I heard some hot tracks. Then, you know, I heard tracks that he featured on. Then I heard the tracks that he did for like 50 Shades of Grey that was like, you know, making every woman in America go see the movie. I knew all that, right? Yeah. But The Weeknd in a different bag right now because literally, I don't know. Have you seen his last video?
Yo, when he has like the contorted face structure and stuff.
What? He got everybody thinking that he got work done. That's one.
For real?
I don't really think he got work done. I think that was just straight, like, great makeup work.
Cosmetic and stuff.
Cosmetic. He's telling the story through his videos. It gets people talking through, you know, Twitter, Instagram, all the different medias, you know. But he's just in a pop lane right now, so crazy that I feel like he gotta give to his audience what they want.
I mean, I can understand it.
Man,
I mean, if that's the lane that you're more successful in, then that's clearly where your biggest fan base is. You know what I mean? I like it. I like the music that I'm hearing now from, like you said, it did give you like a depressed vibe a little bit at first. I kind of felt the same way. I'm just like,
I call it lights out music.
Yeah, like heads in bed music. You know what I mean? Like
heads in beds.
Heads in beds music. But like since I started listening to him more, I'm definitely a fan now.
Yeah. It's some tracks that I could really get with. And then I think I got on him a little bit more in his music. I watched Uncut Gems with
I've never seen that. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Where he's a jeweler. Yeah. And it's a scene where he's at One Oak and
he's messing with the John.
Yeah, exactly. He in the bathroom with the girl. I guess they coke or something like that. I was like, yo, but it was like, okay, you know, The Weeknd got a little cameo. It was around the time, I guess the movie, not when the movie was shot, but the time that the movie was centered around, it was the time when The Weeknd was just popping.
Yeah.
So it made it a little real. And I was like, okay, I wasn't listening to The Weeknd, but now let me go check out his songs now. Since I just saw him in the movie, I was like, let me see, you know, what he about. But
him out.
Yeah.
I like it, man. And I think that since Jay-Z has kind of like put his thumb on the halftime show for the NFL, I think you're starting to get a more urban perspective, but also you still get your pop in there too, you know, to appease, you know, other people as well. So I love what the halftime show's been doing so far since Jay-Z's had it. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. Well, I don't know about fully, because what was the last year was J-Lo, right?
It was J-Lo and Shakira killed it.
Okay, Shakira. Oh yeah, Shakira definitely.
And then I think the year before that,
a lot of flack. They gave J-Lo a lot of flack because, you know, again, it's like it's halftime. People understand this is halftime, Super Bowl. You have so many millions of watchers and people, you know, viewing and tuning in, and everybody's watching, all different nationalities, ethnicities, and people have everything to say, like, oh, you know, she was half dressed, or, you know, oh, she was practically naked on stage, or why did she have her daughter swinging from a pole, and she teaching her to be a you know, stripper early? I'm like, listen, it goes back. Like my sister and I had this discussion. My sister actually went in on somebody one time on Instagram because they posted and they had like a very short-minded view on it. It was like, look, nobody says nothing about other ethnicities and and the way they dance or whatever. Some things are cultural. Some things are cultural. And it was like, if it was us and we up there and we were doing, certain dances from the motherland, it could be misconstrued as, something provocative or whatever.
Sexual.
That's not for you. It's only for you to understand, but not to, actually comment about, enjoy it, take it in. It's crazy. But
I agree with you. But it's so crazy, man. The thing is that this culture is so vibrant. Because like Spanish people and African American people, we got that.
Yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah, a little pizzazz.
Yeah, that sparkle. You know what I'm saying? We bring that magic. So when you're from another culture, of course you're not going to really, and you don't understand how our music works. How when that rhythm touches that point in your spirit, your body just starts moving on its own. You're not gonna get that.
Yeah,
you're not gonna understand. You know what I mean?
And I think that's where Jay was coming from too. I think that's more so of he wants the Super Bowl to be more diverse.
Has to be.
And I love diversity, and I want that, and it has to be because that's what makes up football. Football is not just just one racial backstep. It's everything. So everybody's playing the sport, everybody's in it. That's make the Super Bowl halftime, exemplary amongst everybody that we have, right?
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me ask you this. So we since we on football, there's a little bit of controversy. But there not being enough ethnic head coaches, enough black coaches. I'm just gonna say it.
Oh, most definitely is not.
Now what you think about that? Because there's a lot of assistant coaches that are black that all deserve a shot.
A lot of offensive coordinators.
Come on, man. What's my man name for the Chiefs?
You got to tell me. I forget his name.
Oh man, what's his name? Because they say this brother's the mastermind behind it all.
The Bucks got like 4 on their staff.
Like 4, bro.
They got Keith Armstrong, special teams. They got what's his name? Byron Leftwich. Offensive coordinator, Todd Bowie's, Goodwin, excuse me. It's
Eric Benamy. That's his name. Eric Benamy. They be trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out. I think everybody in the NFL with some common sense is trying to figure out why Eric Benamy does not have a head coaching job.
Yes. Yeah. I that's what I don't know. And there's very few, even though he's not coaching anymore, Tony Dungy's and Mike Tomlin, of course, will never be fired. He's always had winning seasons, but he's kind of like he's perched on that.
He's that upper echelon.
Yeah, exactly. So he won't ever have that issue. But you're correct. There's so many different coaches that are within major teams that have never gotten a shot. I don't even have the answer for that. I really hope that they give them guys, a chance and see, what they can do with certain organizations.
Yeah, give them a shot.
Yeah, everybody's shot, man. If their resume,
if it fits,
it fits.
For sure.
If you was chilling and you wasn't doing squat, then I don't got no words for you. But if you're going to turn around a team and you have an effective, mentality on teams, changing how things are orchestrated, how players see games, how they, interact with one another, do it.
I agree completely.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. I'm hyped for this. I'm hyped for this fact. I'm hyped for certain players speaking up,
Right.
hype for things like this. Like we're broadcasting, we have our conversation, we have a talk. I have to give a shout out to, even though they might not know us yet, but I Am Athlete. What's my
Shout out to my man Brandon Marshall. Big stepper.
Yes, they talk about real issues.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Not just sports, but they talk about the mentality of men, the mental health of men, and us being prolific in who we are.
Mm-hmm.
We can talk about all the superficial things that we like all day, but at the end of the day, it has to come to a full blend. It has to come to a full blend. So I shout out to them, because I do watch them often, and I enjoy the conversations that they have.
I enjoy them because it's very intellectual and real, but it still has like a humorous vibe to it as well.
Yes, yeah.
All those guys, man.
Yeah. And to our viewers, me and William L, we found that for even us to erect this space to talk to different things, this is on conversation we would have personally anyway.
Back.
And we were like, yo, why are we not talking to the people? Why are we not talking to people that we know or people that we don't know? We want to learn different things. We want to learn different perspectives. Even if we're talking about travel, fashion, wine, food, there's so much content, there's so much different things out there to talk about. And we really want to tap into all of those things, especially in this time. I want to hear from people. So that's another thing I'm excited about, is that, once these videos come out to everybody that's been subscribing and viewing, that they have their point of view can be added to this conversation as well.
We would love people to tap in, join
tap in. Yeah, tap in.
I love
you gotta. Oh, you know what? I forgot. My man got his ass whooped last week. Damn.
Oh,
McGregor. Speaking about tap in,
tap out.
Tap out.
But yo, that's what happens when you got that year off of ring rust, man. That ring rust, because I thought Main Man was gonna win. Because I like Conor McGregor. I like the energy that he brings. I like
he got the swag. He got the swag
that he brings. I love it. You know what I mean? But you always gotta be ready. You always gotta be ready, because Main Man put them paws on him.
Yo,
put them paws and them feet on him.
It hurts me, man. It hurts me watching the replays on Instagram back and forth where he's in. He's like, sitting, he tried to catch his breathing, and another thing is, people already want his number because they know he getting to the paper. He got to the paper with that Mayweather fight.
They know he a big bag.
He's a big bag.
He's a big bag.
A draw all day. So he coming up there, Rolexed out, fitted, tailored, bespoke suits. The whole look itself is like, dudes that ain't even about that, I want to crack his skull.
Just to get that bag to look
just to
like
get that bag too. Literally. And he just adopted, I feel like he should have adopted it earlier. He just adopted LeBron's mentality of investing in his body. So LeBron invests $1.5 million in his body annually. Whether it be eating right, having the right chefs, training, cryogenic, what is it? The cryogenic chambers. All of that stuff. All this so that he can play the game longer and even at a higher potential than any other year, which I would just say last night, he killed the Cavs for 46. He was mad.
He is like the equivalent of Tom Brady in fucking basketball, dog. He's gotta be, bro. How old is Tom Brady? Like in his 40s?
Oh, hold on. Just to let y'all know, that was the first F word ever on this podcast, which I love it. Bring it. We will.
I couldn't be myself about
I know. Only word we don't say, and we know.
We already know.
We already know. We don't say the N-word over here, but keep going.
But look, he gotta be the Tom Brady version of basketball. Main man is 37, dog.
37.
I know how I feel after a long night at my age of 37.
Yes.
My body don't bounce back after too many shots the next day, dog. It just don't. This man's 37 dunking on kids. That's 25, bro.
Trying to expose you.
Nasty Johns. You see that one John where he shot it and he left it up? Because he just knew it was going to fall.
Yo, he's first of all, I'll say this, and I know we get off topic, but I gotta give LeBron his flowers. Literally, he's playing on another level. He's playing at a smarter level to guard his body, but he's still showing he can take it coast to coast. And it was super ignorant when he played the Rockets before Harden traded, and he was shooting. He shot his shot. He shot the tray without looking. Looked at the bench.
Turned around, said.
Turned around. Yes. Disrespectful.
We good.
Disrespectful. And then last night, from what I watched on ESPN, they said that somebody was on the court side that was part of the Cavaliers office, and they said something ignorant to him, and that's what pissed him off. And it made him, he was shooting hella trays last night, going off. So snapping. So it just shows you that, first of all, I don't know, again, I'm going to say this first. I love my Philadelphia 76ers. I love Joel Embiid. I love Ben Simmons, even though he don't shoot buckets, but at the same time, that's not his game. He knows his game. He's going to stay in it. I like that we got Curry. I like that we got, some little add-ins there. Tobias Harris is my guy. He's a bucket.
Shout out to Dwight Howard.
Dwight Howard, which he didn't want to get traded from LA. He didn't want to.
I wouldn't either, but.
But on that end, I like my team. For the East, we killing the East right now. But I don't know. We'll see. This is early. It's early. So
it's
talk about that later on. But man, all right. We're gonna change up. Because I want to bore some of the ladies out there that are listening. They be like, y'all talk about sports all the time.
We ain't gonna do y'all like that, ladies.
We ain't gonna do y'all like we gonna have a forum for just ladies to talk.
We need the ladies to tap in.
And y'all can vent all day about how men do whatever we do. And if we don't have any rebuttal for it, we gonna shut up. But if we got something for it,
you gonna get that work.
We can get that work. Loaded Lux. Like he said, you're gonna get that work.
Yeah.
All right. Let's tag. I got some questions for you. Of course, I'm gonna answer them as well, bro.
All right, let's get it.
Yeah. What was the worst haircut you ever had?
So look, I never forget it. This is when the high fades was coming in. Back in the day, everybody used to just get the get a dark John, a 1 or whatever. So boom, I go to this barber. Now, me being a young boy, I ain't know no better. He just wasn't up with the styles. So I was like, yo, let me get a fade around the John, because I seen my man with it. I'm like, damn, that John looks sharp. I'm gonna get that. I know I'm gonna look good with that cut. So I go to old him, like, yo, let me get a fade. And I should have known better, as I had to describe it more than I should. Anytime you gotta really go through details.
If he not gonna say it, dog, I gotta get up out of the chair.
So I go for the jaw. I'm like, yeah, let me get it rounded right here, but faded, like light, but blended. And he looked at me like, all right, bro. This man gave me the bowl cut with no fade. He gave me the bottle cap, John.
He gave you the line?
He gave me the bottle cap, John, with no fade, dog. I went to school. They was like, oh! I was like,
that's when you definitely got to pull a hoodie up. You got to pull.
I was done the whole. They was like, "Oh, Will cut trash." I was like,
"Yeah."
Like, what can I say? My joint was messed up. How about you?
No, it just reminds me of before I even say my story, it reminds me of a kid that I could never get him to take his do rag off. So one day he took it off, just let me see his cut. I was like,
Put that joint back on.
put that back on, bro. I got you. I understand.
Put that joint back on.
All right. So, okay, I got you. You and I both know Amber Yancey.
Shout out to Amber.
Shout out to Amber. Amber will give you the line of your life, or she can take your line back. Either way. But at the same time, in college, she was the sharpest thing on campus. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And she was dope. She gave us the Supreme Sharpie for like and I say take her hairline back if you didn't tell her. That's what I said. If you didn't tell her that, because she got the line sharp. As long whatever she got to do to get the line sharp, boom.
Mm-hmm.
Had them convocations or them coordinations, and people had to get dressed. Nobody was going back to Philly to get a haircut. She was the only one on campus, and she was the only one that knew how to line up. And I wasn't able to get in contact with her, and I let this dude in my hallway cut me. And first of all, his hands were sweaty.
Oh no!
And his clippers was hot. Like he ain't let him rest. Like he just had his clippers going. He didn't turn them off, turn them back on, and he started like nipping to the point where you start getting scars. And I had a hat on, and I wore the hat in the cafe up at Lincoln, and Amber came. She's like, "Hey, what's up, bro?" She's talking. She said, "Why you got the hat on?" Because nobody never know me to wear any hats. And I was like, "I don't even want to show you." She was like, she pulled the hat on. She said, "All right, you gotta come back to my room right now. I gotta cut you right now. Get that right." And Amber saved me crazy from looking the worst for the whole week. She saved the line. She saved the fade, everything. And this is before.
Amber.
Just let everybody know, before the ball. This when I had to joint, but
shout out to Amber for saving.
Shout out to Amber. Where Amber cutting now?
She's still uptown. She's still uptown.
Yeah, if you want to get a tight line, go see Amber. She's gonna hook you up, and again, this is kind of straight to Philly. Sorry for everybody else, but this is straight to Philly. Amber is known. She can cut. She can do the fade right, everything, and she's always gonna play that good music in the shop. Always, always. That's crazy that man gave you the bowl cut though.
My John was like, it was just a bad John, man. I never forget that John, dog. I never forget it, man.
All right, moving on. Now I will forever think about that cut.
I try to forget about
it. What was your worst date ever?
Yep, yo. So look, I was my cousin. I was supposed to get with this chick, right? I ain't gonna say a name.
We ain't gonna say names unless we give you a shout out. We ain't saying names, no.
But you know who you are, young lady. So boom. Yeah. I'm like, yo, let's link up. She was trying. We was like, the schedules are off, or this was years ago. Schedule was off or whatever. So finally get with her. And I'm like, yo, I'm at, my folks' baby shower. Let's link up after this. She like, all right, boom. So my car was on. She's like, yo, I'll come get you. I was like, all right, cool. No big deal. She's like, where you want to go? I was like, yo, let's go to Northern Liberties. Okay. Northern Liberties is a nice chill spot.
Yeah.
Not too much.
For anybody that don't know, they used to be North Philly straight up. Like
straight up.
You could have got robbed, but now gentrification is
gentrified.
Yeah, so, it's made Northern Liberties. But yeah.
Right. They changed the name, everything. It's Northern Liberties now, not North Philly.
Oh, this is a Liberty now? Okay.
Yeah, right. So I'm like, yo, let's go down there. I know a couple spots, nice, chill Johns, not expensive and nothing like that, whatever. She's like, nah, let's go to this other John. I'm like, all right, cool. Where you trying to go? She was like, yo, let's go to the Clock Bar. I was like, wait, on Erie Avenue? For those that don't know, The Clock Bar is a known bar, but it's in the hood.
Oof.
Clock Bar is in the hood. Me, I'm like, all right, I ain't too good for the hood. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let's go. Shit, I'm with it. We get there. Shorty pulls up. She like, I'm outside. So I tell my people like, yo, I'm out. They're like, where you about to go? I'm like, I'm about to go out, So she pulls up. I'm looking like, yo, where your car at? She's like, it's right here. Shorty pulls up in the little blue neon, bro. I was like, oh, okay. Like I said, I ain't too good. So I get in the John. I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm like, boom. So we hit to the Clock Bar, and I didn't see what she had on. So I'm like chilling, jeans, Timbs, something like. She hops out this joint. With these big ass fishnet stockings with like rips in them. I don't know if she meant to have rips in them, but they had these rips in them. And she just had like these random tattoos. This shit was just like a skull on one leg. Then it was like a butterfly on the other leg. And I'm like,
it was so random.
Like a skull, then the butterfly. Like
she was trying to let you know she was hard
and soft. Right. So I'm like, all right, like whatever. But it's just like a whole bunch of random tattoos on her and shit. Like, so we get in there. They hit me with like, yo, it's 30 to get in. I'm like, damn, at the Clock Bar? I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So we get in the joint, and she starts trying to like buy CDs. I'm like, why are you trying to buy CDs? Like, this is crazy from the bootleg man. I was like, all right, like this shit is crazy beyond me, like the four of you saying. So I'm like, yo, where you trying to sit? She like, yo, it's a table all the way in the back. By the bathroom? Like, you gotta be kidding me, sis. She like, yo, I'm about to go sit down. Get the drinks. I want to, what are they known for? Like a Henny slushy or something like that.
Okay.
She's like, get me a Henny slushy, the large John. Large John, like goddamn size of this motherfucking bottle, dog. I'm like, damn, she drinking all that. I'm like, all right, cool. Like, nah, let me just get a margarita. Like, I don't even want that, John. Like, I'm good. Yeah. So we sit down, whatever. She like, yo, what you want? I'm like, I'm about to get the seafood tray or whatever the John is. She's like, yeah, I want that too. All right, cool, whatever. So I'm like, I'm about to go use the bathroom. Literally just turned around and shit because the bathroom was right there.
Right next to you.
Bathroom like right here, dog.
You can smell whatever's coming out of that thing.
Brothers in and out. And I'm just like, yo, this one is out of pocket already. So I come out. Why was the same bootleg man that was trying to sell her the CD sitting in our booth, dog?
What?
Chilling. Bootleg man chilling in our booth, like, yeah. So you got that Toy Story? Huh?
He knew her?
No, not that I knew of. So he like talking to her like, you got that new Toy Story? He trying to sell her kid DVDs. So I'm like, so I sit back down like, yo, my man, like, what's going on? He's like, oh, my bad, player, my bad. I'm like, all right, whatever. So boom, get the drink. He gets up, I go get the drinks and shit. And I'm in my mind, I'm thinking like, how can I get out of here? This joint is a train wreck, complete train wreck already. So I go get the drinks. I bring them back over. Shorty takes 2 sips of this big ass Hennessy slushy. Now, mind you, in the hood, it's more Hennessy than it is
anything. Anything.
They holding that bottle. They gonna give you your money's worth.
Yeah,
real.
Yeah.
Don't you know this John got so drunk, knocks everything off the table.
You're embarrassed.
Slushies everywhere. Seafood's everywhere. I'm standing there like, somebody get me out of here.
Now,
So they like, so they like, they like, yo, she done for the night. I'm like, yo, yeah, you right. I'm ready to
yeah,
go.
she gotta go.
My mom, Rob, I'm like, please kick us out. Please, like, so we can just
You will
end
be
this
helping
night.
me.
Do me a favor. So we leave. So now it's kind of like, it's like 3:00 in the morning. I'm like, yo, and this is before Ubers were everywhere and the car sharing thing was popping. You know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
you literally had to call a cab.
Yeah.
So she takes me home, dog. And I just was like, yo, you be safe. like, yo, you be safe. I holla at you. He was like, you want to do? No. I'm about to go inside. I'm mad tired. And that was the worst date of my life, dog. Like, shorty was the worst. Like,
she ever reach back out?
Huh?
Did she ever reach back out?
So look, the next day she called me like, yo, you want to do brunch? And I'm like, no, not really. I was like, I only know a couple brunch places, and that's in Northern Liberties again. Or she's like, oh, you're so fucking bougie. That's all you want to do. Like, oh my God. I'm like, all right, like I don't like out of here. How about you?
Oh man, man, I don't. Let me see. You got all right. You got your choice of two. So one, you can hear about mice,
No.
or you can hear about a birthday party. You tell me which one.
I'm gonna go with the birthday parties. That y'all sound like it's gonna be crazy.
Oh man. So, all right. So I'm my family, especially my family that is subscribing, they gonna laugh because they clown me about this every time. So, one of my boys from Lincoln, he's in ATL at the time. This girl hits him up. She went to Lincoln with us, but she didn't finish or whatever. She only did 1 year. So she hits him up because she has his number. She's coming from Brooklyn. She comes into Philly. She moving to Philly. So she reaches out to him because she doesn't know anybody. He said, I'm not in Philly right now. I'm in ATL. But you know what? Hit Rob up. Hit James up. Yeah, he got you. He'll show you the city, whatever. He'll introduce you to some people. So I get a call. So, we hang out. Cool. We down at like Continental happy hour, everything. Downtown. So my birthday is the following week. So I say, yo, you might come on out. Come on my birthday. So I got my cousins. I got my homies. I got one of my friends from high school. We all down there. This is at Walnut Room. Walnut Room. And I already set it up. It's looking good. The promoter there got me. I got a table. We good. Everybody chilling. Everybody with a good time. People got bottles in their hands. They're having a great time. I'm 25. Just to let everybody know this. I'm a grown man now. But this is 25. I was 25. I knew nothing. Right? So it's at the end of the night, Will.
Yeah.
And the lights are up. When the lights come up, everybody, you can see everything. Boom.
Right.
These two women came up, and I'm just being real. They looked rough. And they was in there. They looked rough. They was dressed, but they looked like they can, get down.
Look like they'll pull out a blade any minute.
Any minute. And literally, when you hear the rest of the story, you'll be like, okay, now I know why you said that. Cool. So they wanted to take a picture, not with me, with their phone. They wanted me to take a picture of them.
Okay.
So I said, oh, I got you. The girl who I invited, she's inebriated, excuse me. She's drunk. She's going off. Yo, I said, come on, let's go. Everybody outside, your family outside, everybody. Whatever. I'm not even paying attention. I'm like, all right, I got you. Cool. I'll take a picture, you guys. I'll take a picture of the ladies. I said, y'all good? Y'all got it? They look at the photos. Oh, one more. I said, all right, I'll take another picture. I said, come on. I said, all right, I'm not even paying attention to her right now.
Right.
The promoter comes up. We talk for a little hot sec. Thank you, my brother. Thank you for, making my 25th good. Everything. This was epic. The young ladies that I took a picture of, they go downstairs. You remember at Walnut, you had to walk downstairs out to Walnut Street, right?
Yeah.
The girl who I invited, she goes behind them. So I'm still talking to the promoter. I'm putting on my coat. My boy, who will be on the show, let y'all know, my man Zigel, he's an attorney. He's dope. He was outside. He's out there, talking to my family. I got my cousin who rode crew from University of Texas. She in shape. She downstairs as well. I got my homie Jocelyn from high school. Like this is not the moment for embarrassment.
Right. You picked the wrong time.
I'm on the steps, Will, and all I hear is, and I'm saying this only for the sake of the story. I'm saying this only for the sake of the story. I'm walking down the stairs and you hear the two girls say, damn, bitch, you can't let them take one picture? So now the girl walks up to them, not knowing what's about to happen. Next thing you know, they start snatching their hair out. Ha, 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 ha.
She like,
Yo, they are trashing her. Literally. My best friend, he has to go in there, put his body in there, grab her. These are two hefty women. They are in there going in on her, North Philadelphia style. Crazy.
Bad John.
Yo, and I don't know if she thought it was about this talk. It wasn't no talk with these girls. They went boom. We grab her out. She's erratic, going off, whatever. My cousin, again, she comes up with her body, like putting her, like, hey, you gotta chill out. So I'm like, yo, what you doing? We in Rittenhouse. You can't be doing this out here. The police are on the corner in the car. Police are letting us handle it before they do. Across the street is Denim. Denim is across the street. Is some guys over there in that line like yelling over there, like, oh, what's going on over there? And I said, yo, you can't do this out here. I had some frames on that day. All she does is, you know what? Smacks me, my glasses off into the street, bro.
What?
I said, you know what? Somebody get her. Get her. Please.
That's when I'm about to hurt her. Somebody come grab her.
Yeah, and I've been raised right. I don't lay hands on no ladies. I don't do none of that. And I'm 6'3". I'm a big dude. I ain't doing that. And it's just unacceptable. I got a 6-foot cousin over here, who's in shape. You got it. She moved the girl, put her in the cab, and sent her home. But all I know is, all I heard from the guys across the street, yo, you better control her. It was It was so embarrassing. First of all, it forever cemented my 25th birthday. It was great night until that moment. And dude, I was hurt, man. I was hurt. I was like, I found myself apologizing to my family and my boys, like, yo, I'm sorry, because one thing is, you never want to bring out somebody into a mix and they destroy the mix.
Yeah.
That's like you bringing a homie and he sloshed and terrible and talking trash and
he talking crazy to everybody.
Yeah, that's not what we do. It, especially, definitely not now. But at 25, I may have had some poor judgment. But now it's like, at this point, who's solid and who's not.
You gotta know. It's kind of like you gotta know who you can go out with. You gotta know who you can travel with.
Ooh, that's a whole nother discussion. That's for another show, the travel piece. But yeah, this girl straight up smacked me in my face, and I do not condone that. But at the same time, I'm not hitting no lady. So I told my cousin, yo, handle that, please put her in the cab. That's the first cab that's riding up. Of course, this is before Uber, so cab was the only thing. Take her home. Boom.
Man, listen, that's so funny. That's so
Yeah.
funny. She got that crazy. I wonder what she was drinking.
Oh, Ciroc.
See?
Yeah. It was a Ciroc night. That's what, at the time. That's what the club was. That's what the clubs.
Yeah, that's when Ciroc like was
had.
popping.
Ciroc blue bottle. It wasn't no flavors,
It
nothing.
was just the blue dot.
She was just in her bag, all that. And then at the end of the night, come on.
She had control issues.
Trying to sun me out there, but it's okay.
Come on, Rob, right now.
Right now. You know, and try to pull my family into it too. They downstairs waiting.
No, they not. They right here with me. Shut up.
All right, so let me I guess as we talk about Ciroc, if you could only drink one type of alcohol for the rest of your life, what would you choose? I know that's a dumb question.
Come on now. Caviar and cream, champagne in between.
Champagne.
My brother.
Champagne. All right. Let's take this.
How about you?
No, I'm gonna take this back. At your 25-year-old self, what would it have been?
At 25, I'm doing at 25, I'm doing Henny, dog.
It was Henny.
It was Henny, man.
Did you learn your lesson?
Listen, it's been so many nights at that age where I got so drunk that I forgot who I was for a second.
Yeah.
I forgot who I was for a second. Like, one thing about Henny can do two things, right? From my perspective. It can either make you really aggressive or really sexual.
Yeah.
Like, when they say anything's possible, oh no, they really mean that. Anything's definitely possible.
You ain't gonna remember it.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
You won't. How about you?
Like that. I ain't trying to live like that. I'm gonna be real with you. Back in the day,
yeah,
fresh out of school, it was Telesport, bro.
Oh,
it was T-Peasy. It was the T-Peasy.
The T-Peasy.
Yo, we was hitting all the spots, and Playmakers, I'm gonna be honest, was the only place that had it on tap.
Yo, TP?
TP with ice. Boom. That was what it was. Anybody that knows me back in the day, they know when we went out, TP, it was cheap, it was good, and you was the night. But I think what made me fall back off of a lot of stuff and get into wine and, you know, and just want some chill out.
Yeah.
My cousin was getting married in Cabo, and I was down there, and I was, you know, it was the night before the wedding. Was it the night before what? I think it was the night before the wedding, bachelor night, whatever. And we was at the club at the resort, and I went ham. And my sister saw me in a different bag. And mind you, my sister and I, like, we 5 years apart. She was in college, and I was in high school. So there's a lot to learn about me new, you know, that she didn't know. Then, you know, so at the same time, I was trashed bad. I ain't never want to feel like that ever again. And I never wanted to ever have her look at me like that ever again.
Oh, she gave you that I'm disappointed look?
I'm disappointed look. Yes. But I love it for that because it made me fall back like, yo, I need to chill. And I always been a chill dude anyway. So it was like, I was doing way too much. Like, maybe I wasn't like, you know, I wasn't on the alcoholic tip, but at the same time, like, it was that night, the moment, it was too much for me. Boom. Yeah. We got up for brunch the next day, and I saw her at breakfast. She's like, Robert, we need to speak. And I was like, and I felt bad, man. And I was like, okay. And then since then, just wine. Just wine has been my twist because wine is good. It's, you know, I like it. I can have it or not have it. It's good. So, and you know, and just to be real with some people out there, alcoholism is real, and it has been real in some parts of my family, and so I always acknowledge that as well when I choose to have a drink or not. Like, do you need that? Whatever,
Yeah.
so many different things, and some people think that they not at that point. Yeah, that night I didn't want to go south from there on. So I was like, and of course you and I, we've had moments in college and
Yeah.
all that. We've experienced that.
We had the last time we was at a big function was what, SP crib.
SP, we was down there in South Philly, and it was real.
That joint went crazy.
That was, people was on type of tables.
Shout out to SP for that one.
Shout out to Chris,
man.
SP, 215 down South Philly. What's that? Off Hoffman. That's my cousin. We want to give him a shout out. He used to throw some epic parties back in the day, and he's still continuing, every now and then.
Now and then take you back. Because I know
take it back. Only person I know with a bar in their backyard.
With a big screen, with a projection screen.
With the projection screen, watching the fight with the fire pit,
that joint was crazy. Shout out to Hood too.
Yeah, shout out to Hood for the music. He had the music going.
Yo, Rob, that was one of them parties. It was like, you was there, right? Because I thought I saw you.
I was there. Yeah, I was there. Oh, you was on. You was on.
Oh,
you was on.
I was. It was.
Yeah, we was cigar gang. We was cigar gang. It was cigar night that night.
I had to turn to my lady and was like, I think I need to get out of here. I think I need to get out of here, like right now. I think I gotta get out.
Yeah, it was smooth. But again, I look for those. I like those moments, especially around people that I know.
Yeah, for sure.
That I'm comfortable with. We're not. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not a club dude no more.
I can't do it anymore.
I can't do it. I've done the Lives. I've done Story. I've done Vegas. I've done all these different places. And it's just like I can't be in that crowd no more. It's more so just, I just like to be amongst people that I know that I can vibe with.
Right.
No extra energy. And the only energy that I understand.
Right.
So, that night was good. I can't wait for the summer to come back because that was
a good time.
Yeah, good pasta. It was good.
Yeah.
All right, so I know we're like we're coming down to the hour, and we want to be delicate to that. We want to be cognizant to the hour, and we want to treat our viewers. We know that everybody has stuff to do. We don't want to keep you all day, but we also want to be cognizant of your time. But before we close, what are you most worried about for the next generation? What are you most worried about for the next generation?
I would have to say for me, what I would be most worried about for this generation coming behind us is they're just, I don't know, I just feel like this generation doesn't have much empathy for each other. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of craziness going on out here, and I don't really think that they are processing how what they do makes someone else feel.
Mm-hmm.
Or, if someone were to do that to them, how they would feel about it. Because, the first instinct that we have if someone does us wrong is to be aggressive and try to retaliate. But, we live in a world where people react first and think second. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And when you take that time to just have a little bit of empathy, like, damn, well, how would that make me feel if I did that to them, or if I did that to one of their family members, or if they did that to one of my family members? I think it would be a little change, and it would be more discretion out here, because these kids out here, man, it's just a whole new world, somewhat. You know what I mean? I know we're fairly young, but on the flip side of the coin, we're the older generation compared to somebody in their 20s.
Yeah,
I mean, like I remember when I used to look at people that were like 30 when I was in my 20s, like, damn, like you old, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now it's kind of like That's how they looking at us. But then again, it's kind of like, there's not many positive examples for these kids to even follow behind. Because when we were coming up, you had the just like thorough individuals that be like, no, young boy, that's not it. Like,
That's not it. Yeah.
Not the move. But I see grown men damn near acting like some of these boys out here, and it's just kind of like, really?
Yeah.
Like, you 40. You
And you ain't learned?
Yeah. That's what you passing off? That's the information that you giving to this generation? So that's why I would say a little more empathy with these kids, because they're not thinking out here. You got, babies killing babies, kids killing kids. Everybody's just trying to do it for the popularity in a moment. It's kind of crazy out here.
Yeah. I completely agree with you. I'm just what I'm worried about is that there will be no one-to-one interaction. And I say that to say this, like, because we're so heavy in this social media realm and world that we have, it's only based upon what you could put up on Instagram or what you can fake, or what people think you have, or things of that nature. No one's reaching out to anybody one-to-one. Like, I see a lot of youth, like, if they got an issue, they have to bring everyone into it. I got to tag like 30 people onto a posting. So you can see what I'm saying. You couldn't have DM'd them, or if you had their number, you couldn't have just talked to that person one-on-one and squashed whatever. Everything has to be some type of rebuttal, or going back and forth, or there's no understanding, or nobody's coming to an agreement with anybody. It's like everybody has to hear one's point of view, and there's no compromise,
right,
on any level. And that's why I fear for the next generations that there will be no compromise. There was always someone in my past, and then growing up, it was somebody that just like, sat me down and said, this is what it is. Hey, homie, nah, that's corny. What you doing? Change that. Or somebody that challenged. And I feel like now, yes, for us, we may have to be the people to challenge young people to do something different.
Yeah.
They're smart. They're growing earlier than they have to. They're taking on more than they have to at the age. I was a teenager, right?
Yeah.
You were a teenager.
I can say that I was, my mom and my dad made the situation comparable for me to be a kid.
Straight up. You didn't have to, bridge out. And I know that's not for everybody's situation, but for the majority of kids, it's like when we were growing up, you were a teenager, you had your teenage years, you didn't feel like you had to be grown and, had to take on more. Like, nobody was, I'm gonna be honest, nobody was thinking about alcohol when I was in like 9th, 10th grade,
Right.
Because it was like, that wasn't even it. My sister and I was talking about, my grandfather was a hustler, straight up. He was in the Korean War. He came back. He worked for a Bud's plant over there on in North Philly somewhere. And when he retired, and he was doing like trips to AC and numbers, whatever. But he had a bar in our house, sitting, alcohol aging, Will, for years. We were sitting there. My grandmother, once like my grandfather passed away, my grandmother stopped drinking. She just kind of like, all right, I'm not entertaining as much anymore, whatever. She kind of let it go. And we had stuff sitting in the house for years. We only used it for hot toddies when I was sick, or things like that. But it was sitting there. And we was like, if we were in any other home, would that liquor still been sitting there? It may have been gone.
Right.
That's the thing, is like, now, if you leave that there for in a household full of kids, I don't know if it would still be there.
That TP might been drinking might be gone, my brother.
It would have been going crazy. And and I didn't learn about TP till like maybe the first year after Lincoln. That was we couldn't even afford that at Lincoln.
Yeah.
It was, it was something else, but we was only going with what we could afford. But at the same time, I want us to be cognizant, and I really, for anybody that's watching, any subscribers, reach out to any young lady or male that is in your vicinity and just give them game. Give them game. Not judgmental, not making them feel bad, but tell them that you're there and that you're there to listen and help them through any situation, because that's what most important. That's what we need.
I agree.
Yeah. It's our time. It's caviar moment.
It's a caviar moment.
It's caviar moment.
It's a caviar moment. Something that I always enjoy.
Ooh. With young MA, she's like, ooh.
Yo, young MA got some fire out right now too.
Yo, let me tell you about
fire.
That's a young MA was spitting bars.
Man, I like young MA.
So
that's something else we could talk about.
See that? You see those? You see that?
Jesus. This how mine looking over here. Looking like the Black Ivory Coast in this job.
The Black Ivory Coast. So I want to salute. This is our second broadcast. We only gonna get better. We only gonna grow. And again, with the viewers and subscribers, hit us up. Let us know what you want to talk about, things you want to hear, and we want you to take this ride with us. We don't think we ain't going nowhere. We're gonna be consistent with this. We want to rock out.
Right.
And I want to just again caviar toast.
Caviar toast.
I see you got that ring on too. That's husky. That's
yeah.
Yeah, I'm about to grab one.
Heirloom.
So caviar moment. Will, you got it look like blackberries.
Yeah.
Caviar moment, and everyone else who is with us, when you watch this, have a caviar moment to yourself, whether it be with this or whether it be with a glass of wine, and salute yourself every day because you are worth it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Caviar. Caviar roux. So we're gonna close. We want you to subscribe, hit the red box, comment, be a part of the conversation. Ride with us. We want you to be a part of this movement. If you want to get some gear, again, this is vintage. This is vintage. So this is not even the stuff we about to come out with.
Facts.
If you want to, you put your orders in, please do so through our email, through our Instagram page, DM, whatever you see that we're offering on our YouTube page, and be with us along for the ride because we want to have some fun as this goes on. All right.
Yeah.
You want to say anything?
You said it all, my brother. I can't wait for the next show. I can't wait for people to tap in. Next show is going to be crazy.
Next show is going to be crazy. I'm just going to say this before we leave. Please have your open mind and please understand the magnitude of what we're going to introduce you to on this next broadcast. Please understand that. I cannot wait.
I'm excited. It's
going to be mega and this is going to be dope. I want everybody to have a blessed rest of the week. Shout out to y'all. Enjoy.
Breakfast champagne, bubble 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 bath.